Okay, so I'm in the zone, aren't I? Welcome back to the channel, Mike here, Dezaras Prime, back with another Transformers review. Today we're covering Titans Return Blitzwing. But before we do, there's kind of like this... I watched this video yesterday, Dennis Moulton. Can't remember his YouTube name, but it's Dennis Moulton, aka Gotspot or something like that. He did the Grail Challenge. And he was on about the Holy Grail thing is kind of a grey area, because especially for me, because there are Transformers that I've got that I can definitively define as Grails, Fortress and Grand Maximus, Star Saber, Metroplex, but then there are others that I knew that I wanted, but they wouldn't be as sought after. This guy and Octane are good examples. I know I wanted these as soon as they came out, because I got Prime and Megatron before, and I was like, yes, I definitely want Blitzwing and Octane. And so as soon as they became available, I ordered them. Other ones that could be classed Overlord from Titans Return, but they're still recent lines, or recent-ish lines. So I don't know whether they'd be classified as Grails. What else? Menasor, Combiner Wars Menasor. I wanted him. Beast Wars Megatron. RID Megatron, because I had an incomplete RID Megatron. I wanted a complete one. Beast Wars Megatron I wanted because I had a Beast Wars Optimus Primal. They were really hard to get at decent prices, so they could probably be classed as Grails. This one, as much as I wanted him, I don't think he'd be classed as a Grail, because he's still a fairly new addition. He's still a fairly recent toy. Generation Spring is another one. He's not as recent, but and pretty much the Siege stuff, Ultra Magnus, I wanted him, didn't get to pre-order him, so I got him as soon as he became available. I don't know whether I'd class those as Grails, because they're not rare or hard to find or anything like that, so I don't know. So I've held off doing my own Grail challenge until I can find suitable parameters for myself and rules. Anyway, Blitzwing. I know my three that would definitely be Grails. They'd be Fort Max, Grand Max, and Star Saber. But yeah, anyway, back to Blitzwing. I just love the look of this. There was that Generations one, wasn't there, a few years back, that was some term deemed a disappointment. And he had the three-face kind of feature that he had in animated. But overall, I don't think that figure got very good reviews. This one is great. I love it. The Megatron one is great. I love that. Titans Return Megatron. It's like Prime and Megatron were both like pre-tools of Blitzwing and Octane, not respectively, Octane and Blitzwing. Megatron rocks this. Blitzwing rocks this. Prime, we'll get to him. Octane has a couple of issues that I've covered in his review. But Blitzwing just looks great. He looks menacing and big and bulky and imposing. And he looks like Blitzwing. And he functions brilliantly. He's got the little side things that fold down if you don't want those big ear things. Bit on the fence about which one I prefer, because, you know, I kind of like them up, but I've forgotten how to put them up. Oh, God. How do you do it on this one? Bollocks. Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. Do I take that down and... No? No. Oh, there. It's on the inside of his chest panel. Kind of like them up because I like on the Voyagers, it kind of adds to the head. But I feel like on this, maybe they're better off down because there's less purple all around that, because he's got a majorly purple torso, and then the purple shoulder things and the purple cannon. You could just swivel that upside down or take the gun off if you want. But yeah, all in all, it looks great. He looks fucking fantastic. Really glad I got him. He's one of those curious characters as well, because he tried to like rebel with Astrotrain, and who was the other Decepticon triple changer back then? It was a season 2 thing. I think it was before Octane. Or was it when Octane came in? I don't know, but they had like the triple changer, triple takeover sort of thing. Pretty sure there was a third one. There might not have been a third one. I might be wrong. It was over 20 years ago. But yeah, I like the Blitzwing character. Season 4, when he kind of fed the information to the Autobots and got expelled from the Decepticons, but then all of a sudden he was back in the Decepticons later. Little things like that. I think Octane's story, when he was with Trypticon and Sandstorm and all that, I think that was supposed to be Blitzwing, but I think it was Octane was the new toy at the time, so they were focusing on Octane and phasing Blitzwing out. I don't know. I don't mind, because it kind of like, it made me appreciate Octane more, because he was like, I was Decepticon, but yeah, I don't know whether it's all such a good thing anymore. I kind of like prefer just not fighting. It would have been interesting to see Blitzwing take that route, considering his name's Blitzwing. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's a wasted opportunity, because it made me appreciate Octane. But you know, if they'd followed through with Blitzwing in that storyline, who knows? I still like the fact that those seeds were there, and that Blitzwing was like, oh, I'll never be an Autobot, but you know, he did the right thing at that point. So anyway, onto the figure. It's got that nice sand colour and a bright, vibrant yellow helmet with the red visor and the red and yellow detailing on the purple chest. And that Decepticon symbol in the middle. His face is a gunmetal grey, which is going to be difficult to... it might show up better when I do the Titan Master review. What's his fucking... I've forgotten his fucking name. I'm going to have to go downstairs and check his name again. Hazard, I think. It might show up better then when we when I detach him from the body, because there won't be as much dark around it. He's got his colour scheme's broken up nicely. You've got like the sides of his abs. They're white, I believe, or they're the same. I think they're like the light grey, because you've got like the sand coloured arms, but then you've got grey on the thighs and up the sides and in these abdominal areas here. A bit more of that sand colour on the beige on the knees and on the feet as well, and a couple of his fins are grey. But all in all, it looks really good. I really like the look of this figure. His gun is the same as Megatron's, I believe. Doesn't have the massive cannon that Megatron had, but he has the same handgun that I believe Megatron's cannon connected into. So he's just got that, and you can see your Titan Master inside. In the absence of the gun, the fusion cannon type thing though, Blitzwing came with a sword. It's a nice sword. It's fucking lovely. Some nice detailing on it. And I guess it could double as a blaster. I don't know why though. Or maybe one of those Halo claw things. But yeah, nice, like fucking jagged edged, serrated maybe, sword there. A lot of points on it. Speaking of points, let's get to points of articulation. Head, Goes a full 360. If you pull the wings back, then his arm doesn't do the full 360 motion, but it gets a decent enough range. Just above the elbow is the swivel, and he has the elbow joint. No wrist swivel though, which is unfortunate. No waist swivel. Legs go out, they go forward, they bend at the knees, and he has a bit of downward foot motion and a thigh swivel. So a decent range of articulation. Same as Megatron, no hip waist swivel or anything like that, but still a very good figure. Let's get those out there. He's got the stickers on the wings as well that haven't peeled yet, so yay. I'm not a big fan of the stickers. Before we get to the comparison with Megatron, let's have a look at his headmaster, Hazard. I think it's Hazard. Pretty sure it's Hazard. And Hazard is pretty basic. Come on, focus. Focus. There we are. I mean, some nice detailing in there. But again, grey torso and upper legs. The beige head, arms, and shins and feet. And then if we can get a better look at the head sculpt, because it was hard to see. Still is a little bit. Oh, it's purple. It's not gunmetal, it's purple. No wonder we couldn't see it much. So there's a lot of purple around that area, the chest and the side pieces, if you have them up. But still a nice sculpt. Oh, it's brightened up a bit there, hasn't it? The red visor, a little bit of red there on the helmet. And the rest of the helmet's yellow. It's a nice Blitzwing sculpt with that little goatee bit there as well that you can see. So yeah. Nope. His head won't go in. There we are. Right, so let's get to a quick comparison with Megatron before we move on to his vehicle modes. And here we have Blitzwing with Megatron. Quite a lot of differences to go through actually. I think the arms, I'm going to move his sword out of the way. I think the arms are the same structurally. The heads are obviously different. There's Megatron's cannon there. But yeah, I believe the arms are structurally the same, and the legs as well. Which, you know, makes sense. And I believe the abdominal area is different as well. Get a focus on that. The abdomen and the waist appear to be the same. But the chests are different. Blitzwing has like the red pieces, they're fully different sculpted chests. Blitzwing has more detail there, and also like the faux cone effect there. It looks like the nose cone of his jet kind of folding in there. Megatron has the flat chest with the like weird chest hair stickers that I still don't understand. We go around the side. They're pretty much the same in terms of sculpting. The arms look a bit weird from the side, but I'm not gonna gripe about that because it's a jet and a tank and a robot, so yeah, still good job for it. The back, let's get him stood more sturdily. The back turrets are almost the same, except Megatron has a shorter gun than Blitzwing. Blitzwing has the longer one. But sculpting wise, it all appears to be the exact same, bar a couple of details. Blitzwing has the Decepticon insignia on there, Megatron doesn't. Also, I keep Megatron's wings folded back. Blitzwing's I leave semi-folded but outwards, just to add a bit more of a silhouette to him. But yeah, so really there's not that as many differences as I thought. Head and chest, but they look very different at first glance. So yeah, that's Blitzwing's comparison with Megatron. We'll see Megatron again when we get to the vehicle comparisons. Okay, so there we have his tank mode, which has the sword. I'll take the sword off quickly. It's a decent little, like I said with the Megatron view, it's a decent little tank mode. I've put his city gun thing up there. You know, make it a double barrel thing, but you don't have to do that. You just have it like that. Turret can swivel. It can go up to a degree, but it's kind of like based on that hinge. The gun itself doesn't go up. We've got Hazard in the cockpit there. Yeah, it's a decent little tank. You've got the jet thrusters there that kind of add to it, I feel. And you've got like the wingtips, or the fins for the jet mode. They add like an extra level of intimidation. Yeah, it's a decent little tank. It's got that, like Megatron, it's got the scary part with the thighs where you've got to like kind of force them almost to lock into place. It's kind of worrying that it takes that much effort because I don't really want to break them. But it's the one thing I'll say about this, and probably the best thing I'll say about this, is it's got that little thing with the legs where you've got to push the thighs up, the shins up, and clip them into the upper thighs. And yes, it can be a bit worrisome, but all the times I've tried it on both, it's been fine. It feels sturdy. This toy feels strong. I mean, it's in my hand right now. I'm just letting it go around, but you grip it and it feels tight and nothing's really popping out. And this is the same with Megatron, is the jet wings. They tend to just hang there, but you know, there's nothing you can really do about it because you've got the wingtips underneath that kind of obstruct it a little bit from sitting in flat. But it's fine. It doesn't bother me that much. I like how this toy and the Megatron one as well feel. They feel safe. They feel strong. And the scary bits with the thighs, I don't worry about it as much because they feel... I don't feel like I'm going to break it. I don't feel that nervous. If it was a flimsily constructed figure with bad plastic, then I'd be terrified. I wouldn't want a KO of any of these, just based on that, but the figure itself feels solid. It's a solid tank mode. Let's get to a comparison with Megatron quickly, and we'll check out the differences in details and stuff there. Okay, so obviously the main difference with Megatron is I've put the cannon on the front there. I've added that to the smaller stub on the back. Obviously Megatron's more grey. I think I prefer Megatron's colour scheme because it kind of... I know it doesn't... I like that it's not as flamboyant. I mean, Blitzwing's desert camo is kind of decent and that, but you've got all the purple and shit. I mean, it's accurate it's faithful to the character. I'll say that. But I feel like Megatron's kind of looks more industrial, more standard as a tank, if you will. And it's got the little red trims there and the red translucent reticle like window view thing. Blitzwing's is clear, and he's got that Decepticon symbol in the way, so how's he going to see? He could look over it, I guess, but he's kind of like hindered by that. But yeah, tank modes are both decent. Megatron's, like Blitzwing's, feels strong, feels safe, feels stable. They look good from those angles, the side and the front. Even those wings that they jut out a little bit, it's not too imposing because all this stuff here kind of covers it, masks it. Round the back, nothing special, but nothing nothing intrusive or egregious either. So yeah, all in all, both a nice pair of tanks. Like I said, I kind of prefer Megatron's colour scheme because it's more subtle, I would say. I think doesn't stand out as much, and that's kind of, which is saying something for a tank, but it kind of doesn't look as, the whole point is robots in disguise. And you've got a grey tank with a bit of red, and you're thinking, oh, tank. You've got a beige tank with a load of purple all over it, and you're thinking, okay, what's going on here? But yeah, both are good tanks. I like them both. Let's move on to the jet. Starting to get a bit of sticker damage on the wing there, which isn't enjoyable, but kind of see it happening, couldn't you, really? Foil stickers on something that needs to be folded a lot. It's not going to end well. But all in all, again, like Megatron, nice jet mode, from the top especially. It looks great. From the side even, doesn't look too egregious. I mean, you've got all that kibble on the side, the arm kibble and that. But the turret, kind of, I didn't notice this before, but you've got like fake landing gear wheels as well. So that's a nice little touch that adds to the figure. But yeah, decent jet mode. The front looks okay. The top looks great. Looks bang tidy from the top. It's just these arms and stuff that it's not a big issue because it's got packed 3 modes into one figure. They do a very good job of it. Again, not as good as Springer and Sandstorm, but that's kind of like, I feel like that may be the peak for triple changes. I don't know. I've pre-ordered Siege Springer. That's due out to be shipped out soon. So we'll see how that looks when I finally get my hands on it. But yeah, it's a decent jet, especially in those Blitzwing colours. I think the jet mode might surpass Megatron in terms of because the colours, it kind of it doesn't seem as out of place. I mean, all tan and purple on a tank kind of seems a bit off. I mean, the tan fine, but purple jet, you see different coloured jets all the time. It's fine, and you go, shh, I'm purple. Yeah, purple jet look. Yeah. So yeah, it's a nice jet. I like it. I like this figure. The way they fit all 3 modes in is just very good. Not a lot bad to say about it, really. And in negatives would probably be the arm kibble on the jet mode. A slight lack of mobility in robot mode, but nothing major. and the thighs that are a bit risky. They feel a bit. I'm wary of the thighs. But other than that, and the transformations are quite decent as well. The tank, the jet mode, sorry, especially when you the way you flip out the chest to form the nose cone and stuff. It's not the actual, because there's still that faux nose cone effect there, but it kind of like, you still need to flip the chest to get the nose cone out, so it's still there. Very enjoyable figures these are. Quick comparison with Megatron, and then we'll call it a day. Okay, so there we have both of them in their jet mode. We'll go for a top down. They both still look great. Megatron still looks great in his jet mode. I love those sharp red angles and just the red on the top of the grey really looks menacing. Blitzwings, he comes into his own. He rocks the jet mode a lot better, I feel. I know the purple and beige is his colour scheme, so it's going to be like that in the cartoon or the comics as well, but I just kind of feel like Megatron's tank mode was more subtle when it comes to the whole robots in disguise thing. But yeah, both look great, top down. Sorry about my fingers. They both look really nice. And I like them that much that I can overlook these things here, the arm kibble, because yeah, they're just a fun play. The toys are great to play with. You got some, like, the stickers are different. Like Blitzwing has like bigger stickers. Megatron's are more subtle again. Just those triangles on the wings. Blitzwing has all those designs and shit in there that still look good. It helps to break up all that purple. Both jets do a good job of breaking up the mass amount of grey or purple in Blitzwing's case. It's a lot of the same colour on the top, so they've done a good job of breaking that up, I feel. Blitzwing has a different coloured nose cone. You know, again, chest aside, the moulding is the same with the wings and the tail fins and all that shit. Yeah, not a lot else to say about these really. They're both really good. I've got a Siege Megatron, so this guy has kind of fallen down the list a little bit in terms of my Megatrons, but he's still a very good figure. Blitzwing is still a very good figure. I believe he's the only Blitzwing I own, so you won't be seeing a ranking video on him anytime soon. Maybe one on Megatron, because I've got quite a few Megatrons. But yeah, anyway, that about wraps up this review of Titans Return Blitzwing. Yeah, not a lot else to say. I love these figures, they're great. I love most of Titans Return, so yeah, that's kind of like the running theme, isn't it? Next up, I believe, is God Bomber, and I think that's my last leader. And then we've got Scourge, Optimus Prime, the Voyager, and then it's back to Deluxes, I believe, before we get to the Titans. So yeah, a lot more stuff coming this way. Stay tuned if you want. If not, don't. That's fine. Anyway, I've been Mike, Dezaras Prime, talking bollocks again. You shall see me next time.